everybody. Today we're going to talk about brand loyalty and does it actually make sense? Because I'm getting a tremendous amount of comments on my recent video with the Snap-on MG725 versus the Earthquake XT from Harbor Freight, and we're getting a lot of arguments on that video from people that are very loyal to Harbor Freight and people that are very loyal to Snap-on. Now, some of their arguments actually make sense, but a lot of them don't. And what we're going to look at in this video is really the trade-off between price and brand loyalty. Now, what I would like for you to do is comment below as far as your opinion on that. Does being 100% brand loyal make sense? Or does it make more sense to look at the tool, look how much you're actually going to spend on the tool, and then strike a balance between the two? In the last video, I compared these two impact wrenches side by side and proved without a doubt that the torque levels are almost completely identical. And the main difference between the two of these, other than the construction, would be the price and warranty. The Snap-on has a 2-year warranty out of the box. The Earthquake XT has a 90-day warranty with the option to upgrade that at the store. But the big difference, of course, was the price, with the Earthquake coming in off the shelf at $149 and the Snap-on available on their website at $505. So what people are really complaining about is the fact that they're saying that the Snap-on is obviously going to last a lot longer than the Earthquake without having any proof of that. In fact, if we look at the comments with people that own the Snap-on, there's a tremendous amount of negativity as far as these breaking very soon after purchase or having to go in continually to be fixed. With the Earthquake XT, this is a brand new impact wrench from them, and we don't have that long-term testing. But looking at their previous series of Earthquakes, people are overwhelmingly leaving very positive comments, saying that they've used them for years without having any issues. Somewhere, in my opinion, that brand loyalty would make a lot of sense would be with a cordless battery platform, specifically because you could use the same exact battery pack in multiple tools. So let's say all of these were different brands. I would need 4 different batteries and 4 different chargers. But because they are using the same exact M18 battery pack, we can slide them on all the tools and it's going to operate them exactly the same way. That's going to save you a lot of money as well as a lot of space. And let's say you're out on the job site, just with a couple battery packs you could get the job done and switch those out between your different tools. However, when we take a look at air tools, that's not going to be the case because these will all run off the exact same power source, being the same exact air supply. So you can see all of these air tools, I do have a fitting installed on the bottom of them. I can plug it in the same air hose. And let's say I love this 1/2-inch impact wrench as far as a full-size model, I might not like the same brand with a stubby. So in that case, I could have went with this version or even this one. And because they are different brands, it's not going to matter because the air supply is going to power them exactly the same way. When you're buying something like a socket set or even a wrench set like this, buying it from one brand and not piecing it together does make the most sense because you're going to have consistent quality and you can have a whole range of sizes that are very organized. Whether you use a wrench roll like this or a wrench rack. Let's say I lost one of these. I would go back and buy another proto wrench to replace it, instead of taking another wrench that would be the same size and then swapping it out. In this case, if we use a replacement wrench that was not the same brand, it's not going to line up with the other wrenches, it's going to be longer overall, and I wouldn't have that reversing mechanism. So that's why I say if you're looking at something like this, line it up with what your needs are. Pick the right set for you, and I would highly suggest going with a complete series that does not skip any sizes. That way, when you need a size, it is going to be included. But let's say you're looking at a punch or a chisel, an extension or an adapter, it does not matter if you stick to one brand because they are going to be interchangeable, and many times you'll see multiple brands. They look almost identical and they will perform exactly the same way. And to show you what I mean by that, I have 2 different impact extensions. They're the same length and they're both 1/2-inch drive. One of these is a no-name extension that just says chrome vanadium on the side of it. And the other one is going to be a Matco extension. We take the same impact socket, it's going to plug on the Matco, we can pop that off and pop it on the no-name, and they would do the exact same thing at a major difference in price. The no-name is probably $2 or $3. The Matco is probably more like $20 or $25. So although you would have a better name brand in your toolbox, As far as the overall usability, this one is going to do the same job for you. So at the end of the day, remember that no one brand is going to make the best of everything, and if you do shop around, you can typically save yourself a lot of money and get the same quality or better. Now what my question is do you agree with that, or do you only stick to one brand? Leave a comment below this video and let me know what you think. Do you have a reason why you stick with one brand, or do you have a reason why you shop around? And in my case, I would shop around to find the best combination of quality and price. If we take a look at this trusty Cook dead blow hammer, and also this pair of Knipex pliers, both of these are going to be made by an OEM manufacturer and then rebranded for, let's say, a truck brand. If you buy them branded as Knipex or Trusty Cook, you're going to get them for a lot less money. But if you wanted to have a truck brand's name on the side, you're going to spend a lot more and you're going to get the exact same tool. So in that case, does it make sense to spend the extra just to have a matching logo? In my opinion, it doesn't. But maybe if you're going through these often and you're constantly having to deal with warranties, buying them from a truck brand and then switching them out once a week when the driver comes around would make the most sense for you. Now, as far as a cordless lineup goes, I do think that having one battery platform, especially if you don't have a tremendous amount of tools, would make the most sense because you are going to save a lot on batteries and chargers because they'll be completely interchangeable. In this case, I have a bunch of Milwaukee M18 tools. The batteries are completely interchangeable, and let's say 4 of the battery packs were dead, I could take the one that is not dead, plug it in the tool I need to use, and I can get right to work. If you like this video, please click like. If you like my channel, please click subscribe. And thanks for watching.